This movie seemed to have been cursed. The production was a mess. It took them years. People passed away during filming. So much went on behind the scenes. The reason it seemed to have been cursed is because they made a mockery of God's throne, the Northern Lights, and end times prophecy. This is wild. Let's get into it. If you're unfamiliar with this, check out my playlist, The North. It'll make a lot more sense. The throne room is described in Revelation as being like emerald with a rainbow round about the throne. There's a lot of different folklore and stories about the Northern Lights being how souls go to heaven. We've been theorizing over here that the Northern Lights are the chariots of fire that rapture souls, and also that they are the breath of life and that they get sent out from the North Star or Polaris. Just a quick recap, this is a picture I took of Polaris. Notice the triangle shape, and also you can see the lights going out from it. My 1863 Bible showing the Lord judging Jerusalem. The word used for emerald in Aaron's breastplate in the Old Testament has the same root as the word for God's lightning. Ezekiel talks about the creatures that were like fire around the throne. Just check out some of the movie posters. You have red, green, and yellow. Yellow is thought in mythology to be like a portal color, and obviously it's a combination of red and green. These are also the colors of the Northern Lights, and the yellow brick road leads to the land of Oz, or Emerald City. Take a look at these little cross marks. Here's from a video I took of Polaris. I'm pretty sure God showed me the actual throne with those shapes sitting on it. This image flashed several times in the video I have, and come on, that literally looks like a chair. Here's just an up close so you can see what I'm talking about. So look at when they're entering Emerald City. Truth in plain sight. That is Polaris, aka the Star of Bethlehem. Every poster, green, red, gold, the Emerald City. Notice how there's the light on the top, like I've been saying, Polaris, which means heavenly, and then the rainbow. So look at the Emerald City. This is Hallgrímskirkja Church in Iceland. It looks very similar. There's a big cross on the top. So they go inside of Emerald City. Look at the walls and ceiling in this scene. This is the inside of Hallgrímskirkja Church, and it's a big organ. So then I'm like, I think it says we get brought back to Zion with singing. And yes, we do. Here are just 3 of the verses. You might be thinking, I thought we went up with a trumpet. Well, God's voice sounds like a trumpet. Did I mention there's a rainbow road leading up to Hallgrímskirkja Church? Here's the moment that triggered all of these realizations for me. I thought it was so cool, and I just wanted a reason to show you guys. When they first get there, they clean them up and fix them, kind of like we're gonna be sanctified. So they go inside and talk to the wizard, and would you look at that? He's covered in red and green clouds with fire around him, just like how the Bible says. And this looks to be the throne, the Ark of the Covenant. And don't forget, Jesus sits on the mercy seat of the Ark of the Covenant. And also, there's 2 cherubims on both sides of the ark. So then they find out that the wizard is a man behind a green curtain. And remember, Polaris sends out the glory of the Lord, or the glory cloud, the Northern Lights. So man behind the green curtain. You are clothed with splendor and majesty, covering yourself with light as with a garment. He makes the clouds his chariot. He rides on the wings of the wind. He makes his messengers winds, his ministers a flaming fire. And then look at what he's doing. Remember we talked about how God is Father Time and that like mythologies invert things of God. This part's also nuts. So Galinda, the good witch of the north, I've been saying Jerusalem is in the north. Black Rock, look at the bubble. Green, yellow, red. Galinda is Satan masquerading as an angel of light. This is the archetype of Babylon. This is an inversion of God, or maybe an angel that was guarding Emerald City. I'm not really sure on her yet, but this is supposed to be Satan. In the book, this character is actually the Queen of the South, and she's in charge of a bunch of little red minions. In the movie, she's the Queen of the North. See the inversion there? And she's Queen of the Munchkins, which I think is going to be aliens. They're going to say that she's here with aliens to help. I've been talking about how we need to recognize the of Babylon, but just to give you a quick rundown. So this is the book version of the character, and the of Babylon always has red hair and either a white dress or a green dress. Just like Venus, Athena, Freya, The Catholic version of Mary, this is Lucifer. Thor. Hera, Diana, who's directly mentioned in the Bible. Are you guys starting to put two and two together? It's all the same being, just under a different name and slightly different. Often shows up as a moon goddess, an archer, somebody that's from the moon or can float or fly or float down in a bubble. And it's really interesting that she shows up in a bubble because this is this. And if you saw my video exposing astrology, the sign for is a pearl, hence why Venus stands inside of an oyster. Cancer. And that's why all of these characters are linked to the moon, because that sign also is. So the green light is good and the red light is coming from below, I think. Green and red are at odds. This is the archetype for the woman in Revelation 12. This is going to be the Night Lady of Babylon. The English translation has us all expecting her to show up in purple. The word can also accurately be translated to crimson, like her hair color. I think that Revelation 12 is going to play out very literally, and it's going to have something to do with an alien fallen angel invasion. The name Galinda appears to come from Old English and Germanic roots. It links to serpent, shield, or protection. This is all starting to add up, right? And valley. So valley, protector, serpent. And then think about it. In the book version, she's the Witch of the South. Hell. In the movie version, they made her the Witch of the North, God's terrain. The Wicked Witch's catchphrase is, "I'm melting." What melts, you guys? Snow, because emeralds are in the north. I'm gonna go really deep on this one. There's something that I feel like I've been discerning about the throne room having some kind of like dragon protector floating over it or around it or something. I've been seeing the concept like in pop culture. There might be stuff in the Bible about it. I've been trying to find it. I don't know for sure. But anyways, so look at the sign. It says, "Bell out of order, please knock." There's an extra passage or two that's added to the book of Daniel in the Ethiopian Bible where he refers to the dragon as the bell. So I'm not totally sure. Maybe that could be the witch in the beginning that like the house got dropped on her. I didn't actually rewatch this movie. It all just kind of flooded back to me at once and I was like, oh my gosh, that's what this is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Use your discernment as usual. Highly recommend watching the playlist that I have set up for this. Otherwise, you're probably gonna not understand a lot of this stuff. But this one, wow.